So welcome, welcome. Karolina here. I am advanced theta practitioner, and I am inspired to inspire women to reconnect with themselves, to step into their greatness, and basically shining their light. So today I'm gonna share with you my journey from being very disconnected to actually being connected, and give you a few tools, and also we do a bit of healing as well, and downloads, which are, this is how I'm calling in Theta Healing Downloads. So I hope you're gonna enjoy it. If you have any questions, then feel free to connect with me. Right, so let me share my slides first. Okie dokie. Can you see my slides? Awesome. Brilliant. So, Awakening Feminine Radiance. My journey really started a few years ago. And my first spiritual teacher really started helping me to reconnect with myself. At the time, I didn't know even what that means. I just was living like everyone else, doing how everyone else was doing, and not even knowing that there is actually different way of doing or being, basically. So she really initiated this journey, and I am so thankful for this, because now I am just into that, and I actually see that, you know, this knowledge needs to be like spread across, and more women needs to reconnect with themselves. So commit to yourself. So here what I want to share with you, and actually even give you first maybe homework, is that, you know, we're committing to other people, we're committing to helping others to make their dreams come true. We're committing to actually beating ourselves very often. We're committing to, you know, like hold the anger, shame, blame, you know, whether there is towards us or towards others. And we forget very often that the best gift to yourself you can do when you're really committing to yourself, to your growth, and actually loving yourself, accepting yourself who you truly are. Because where we embracing ourselves, this is where our radiance, this is where our energy increase, this is where we feel in love in life, feel in love in ourselves, and we draw people like naturally because of our just basically how we feel about ourselves. So automatically our energy field is changing, and therefore things are just coming easier. So committing to yourself, I am inviting you to do some experiment and looking into the mirror every single day, however, without stories, because very often, and I'm telling you, I was guilty of that. I couldn't just even look at the mirror. It was just like quickly, hair done, goodbye. Or I spent maybe more when I was, you know, doing makeup. But really looking into myself and honoring who I am, and looking in the mirror without any stories like, oh, I have lines, or I have 5 kilos too more, or I shouldn't be taller or smaller, or my boobs are too small, or my boobs are too big. We have so many stories. We have like a inner judge constantly 24 hours. And the exercise which I am proposing you to do is actually like 10 days. And watch yourself without any stories, as you are, real, without seeing yourself from the past, like from the past agreements. Because often when somebody told us, oh, you are ugly child, or you're not good enough, or your boobs are not good enough, or you are too tall, too small, then we see ourselves through the eyes of actually past. So I'm inviting you to see yourself for the first time as you are. Short hair, you know, like, yes, I have few kilos more, and what? And loving yourself. And at the beginning, it's very hard for many, many women. I've spoken with many women, and when I proposed them this exercise, they were like terrified, because it's terrifying. The first few days, the inner judge is quite strong. So I'm just really inviting you to, you know, like think, yeah, thank you for your chat. When the inner judge is coming, it's like, thank you so much for your whatever you're saying to me. However, I'm gonna look myself as I am, and I'm gonna be curious why the stories are coming up. Oh, this is just really old one. You know, how can I transform the old agreements into new agreements, which are empowering agreements, and actually see myself for the first time in my life as I am. You know, like not, you know, through the stories. You know, it's so powerful. I've been trying to, like, I've been doing this recently, and it's really powerful. Like, the more you're doing, the less judge is showing up, and it's actually liberating a feeling, and very empowering. So this is my invitation to you. Committing to yourself is just, this is where you're really tapping into your power, into your greatness, and you tapping into your feminine energy on this journey. And therefore things are changing in your life, because of course you are changing inside you. So I'm gonna talk about periods, because this is all about tapping into our feminine energy, and so we can really feel in love in ourselves, and therefore we transmuting this energy out there in the world. We have more energy. We're healing so much when we actually really tapping into this feminine part of our body, or basically the cycle. And this is what I want to talk about. This is about period. Not many people talk about this, but it's so crucial to actually talk about this. From my experience, my own experience, and also working with women, whether here in Bali or online, or, you know, where I used to live in UK, I heard over and over again that generally, I'm not saying everyone, but like women I spoke with, maybe 80-90%, they resisted their periods. They rejected their periods. Lots of cultures still have lots of beliefs about period that, you know, there's shameful. We feel very shameful and dirty, and there are so many beliefs behind that. But the truth is, this is such a spiritual work for us women, and really reconnect with our period, and actually with the cycle, menstrual cycle, is so powerful. It's really magical, because this is us, this is our nature. If we are resisting for any reason, whether it is the old agreements, because what we've seen when we were child, you know, how maybe our moms were resisting that, or never spoke about that, or maybe it's the history, it's the land, it depends where you come from, it's the cultural beliefs as well, it's the religion beliefs. There are so many conditions and labels. So through reconnecting with your period, you will heal so much. And not only you will heal your own old wounds, but you also heal your future generations. So if you're planning your family, you will help them to heal their stuff. And also you're healing your mother and grandmother and ancestor line, big deep wounds and traumas. And of course, a lot of women are also struggling with painful periods. And I'll be talking more about this, because this was my journey. I was basically on pills from, I remember when I got first basically period, and then they put me when I was 19 on hormones. And I thought that this is it. This is how I'm supposed to be. And generally, you know, they was just very common, taking hormones, suppressing that, just you know, like treating like this is something separate. It's not part of me. And I followed this because, of course, this is what I knew. My mom didn't teach me, you know, like even how to go about this period. And it's no blame, shame ever, because our moms did what they could. So this was my journey, because I was so much in pain to the point that I just couldn't even get out of bed. And I was so many years on pills, until one day I woke up and I said, I need to take my life into my hands, and especially my health. And this is when I started really healing myself, tapping into the trapped emotions and trapped traumas which are in womb and in the pelvis area, where there are so much where it needs to be released. And when I started doing this in 6 weeks, I healed. I from that moment, I haven't taken even one pill. I don't take any hormones or anything. I feel great. When I have period, I don't even know when it's coming, and I just go smoothly through that. And it's just, for me, this was like a miracle, because struggling whole my pretty life, this was like a miracle. And this really showed me the power of reconnecting with myself and truly really understand the cycle and how much trapped stuff is in our body. Our body is subconscious. So following the menstruation cycle as well, this was another breakthrough which I had on this journey, because I saw how much wisdom and how much power is just following the cycle. And I will be talking more about that. And when I was doing research, I found fascinating when I was reading about the ancient wisdom, or like what people used to do it, like they were using menstruation blood for so many rituals. They were actually, thanks to this, they were basically taking the menstruation blood and pouring into earth or plants, so they were reconnecting with earth, which I found fascinating, because all of this is gone nearly. I can see that there is a movement, but more and more people coming back to that. But generally, the ancient kind of people and they really use the menstruation blood for many, many rituals, because they knew that there is ancient wisdom. They were even, I read some tribe, they were even putting the menstruation blood on their third eye chakra to actually tap into the ancient wisdom, because actually in blood there is lots of genes, and therefore there is lots of wisdom. I found this fascinating. And also women before, the red tent, even before that, there was lots of tribe when woman was bleeding. Other women, they were gathering together and supporting each other, because they knew that when we bleed, we shifting, we releasing old stuff to make space for new thing. And there's lots of wisdom with them when we really tap into that. And having the cycle of women, or circle of women who are there for you, and maybe they bleed the same time, or they just there just support you, it's so powerful and very transformative. So let me take you through menstruation cycles. And just briefly, when you really tap into the cycle, the menstruation cycle, it really helps you to reconnect with those spiritual energies. Also will help you to align your mind, body, and spirit, because it's part of us. It's a nature, is generally nature has the seasons, planetary have the seasons, the movement, and we have, as a women, we have also the movement, we have the cycles, we have the seasons as well. We cannot be in summer, like we cannot be constantly on fire, like non-stop. No one can do that. And in the modern life, we actually forced to do that. I remember when I was still in corporate world, I was having period, I just wanted to go somewhere in bed and just go within. No, I had to perform, I had to be strong, I had to go and achieving my goals. And watching other women in the office, they were doing the same. They were suppressing. I met one woman which I was doing work with her. She was so suppressing her period to the point that her body had like kind of was bleeding only one day, because in her she had agreements that period is not necessary and it's interruption in her career. So she basically she was so suppressing that in the end she had only a period one day, and then she just struggled also to conceive, and actually if you see the statistic, and I actually also see what was happening amongst my friends, there is increasing percentage of women trying for babies or not be able to get pregnant, just because we've been so disconnected with our actual true nature, constant pushing, not allowing to receive, not allowing to basically sit back and rest when we're supposed to rest and reflect. And this, I can see two movements, is more and more women cannot have babies, and also is the breast cancer. has increased in the last 10 years a lot. And this is one of the reasons, because we've been so disconnected. We're really in this masculine energy, pushing, fighting. We are competing about new position, about rushing after money, being stressed, and so on. So this is also, of course, reflecting on our body. When you start following your cycle, also really will help you to tap into your truth, and you're gonna know more who you truly are on core level, and know even where you are in life, where you are in your career, where you are in the relationship. When you really start following that and tapping into that, you're gonna have so many answers. You're gonna know, for example, should I continue with this project, or should I continue with even the relationship, or you're just gonna know, because you're gonna just being more connected with yourself. So you're gonna know also what you need, whether it's the diet, food. You basically gonna learn when to rest, or you're gonna see basically what your really body needs. So there are, and also you will really start tapping into your feminine energy and your womb more, and being more friendly with your womb when you start following the cycle. And what this gives you, your intuition will increase, your creativity also increase, and actually you rebirthing yourself, every 4 weeks, so as I show you, we go through like 4 seasons. So basically we have spring, and what I'm sharing this with you, I don't want you to take this as a truth, because I want you to really find out what is true for you. Because even though lots of stuff will be very common for many women, it doesn't necessarily that it's gonna be, you're gonna go exactly through the same cycle. Because, for example, for me, decluttering and thinking what works for me or not is actually in autumn. However, I heard for a few women that for them is in spring. So after period is finishing, they feel the next moment they want to declutter, they want to clean, they really want to get rid of what is not aligned with them. So that's why I want you to find your truth. So this is just guidelines, and I hope inspired you as well in many ways. But please find your truth, what really is your cycle and where you are with your cycle. And it's great to do journaling and really see what is showing up in each season. So straight after period, we have, like I'm calling spring. There are different names you can find if you do research. I just like this weather season names. It's so easy to remember, basically. So, of course, this is where we feel more energized after periods. We are feeling more focused, and our decision-making skills, of course, they're increasing as well. We often have lots of ideas. And this is where it's good to start making some notes. So, ideas, creativity really kicks in as well. So it's good to making notes, because then when you're going to be in your summer, when it's ovulation, it's actually great to take action and start making those ideas reality. Will also this phase, like again, depends on women. Like I feel in this phase where I will really want to take actions. Like I just like have goals, inspiration, and I really feel in my body. I'm buzzing. I want to take action. I am more optimistic. I just more adventurous, and I want to do more exercises and just being energized. This is the energy. And this is a really great question. What comfort zone do you need to move beyond? So this is great phase where I would like to grow more, where I would like to expand more, what kind of skills I would like to learn, maybe in the next 4 weeks. So this is a good area to make decision about that as well, Next one is summer. So this is our ovulation. So of course the eggs is released, and this is where lots of women feel very want sex, they want more sex, they're more wants to flirt, they feel more open for making love, for interacting with people, they are more outgoing, we making action, creating, of course. This is also the time where, this is just really the phase of creating, really creating and making those projects happening, or whatever we had the idea in spring. This is where actually we nearly actually harvesting those ideas. So here also is about expressing yourself. So you can really start tapping into yourself and see what else you need to express. You know, this is good time to watch your body, to watch how you feeling about yourself. You are expanding, you are more open, and also this is you actually tapping into your womb as well. You really reconnecting with your womb, so it's your intuition, and therefore you may be much better manifester. And generally your creativity channel, extra psychic, physical, mental, emotional energy is very at hands. And then autumn, this is after ovulation, and it depends. Some women have longer period, they are longer in this autumn energy. Some women are shorter in this energy. And lots of women suffer from PMS as well. And I'll be talking about this as well. This was big journey of mine. And here where we start, like it's in autumn, start preparing for winter. So slowing down for sure and slowly going within. And this is the time where you may feel like you're reviewing what works in your life. At least this is how I feel before. This may happen in different phases of your cycle. But for me, this is really like what worked. So this is like a reviewing time. Okay, what can I change? Where I need to go maybe next? And also in terms of people or maybe object in your house, what I want to actually declutter. Maybe I need to declutter my emails, maybe clothes. I feel like this is really old energy. And also maybe even, like relationship, or friendship, this is where you're really reviewing every area of your life. And this is like, I'm really inviting you to do that, because this is where most of the time we're speaking our truth. I've noticed that if something irritates me, like in spring and summer, I could easier to kind of, oh, this is just my hormones or whatever. I just kind of ignore, even not knowing that. But in autumn, just before the period, this is like kick in. And if something really irritated me before, I was able to just kind of push away. In autumn, it's just in my face and I have to deal. And often you can see this in relationship when, for example, you were quiet, something annoyed you with your partner, but you were like quiet for 2 weeks in spring and summer. In autumn, actually, I'm telling you, you're gonna tell him, like, no, I don't like that. And that's it, because, the hormones and everything. And this is your time to speak your truth, really. Of course, find the right way to talk. But I've noticed that this is where if something not aligned with me, I am more able to speak my truth. And I don't care. That's it. Just, and it's great, because then, again, it's reviewing time. So, you don't want to carry this for next few months. It's all about rebirthing yourself and rebirthing your life every single month. And PMS, I just want to touch on that because, oh my God, I struggled with this so many years, especially when I was on hormones and on tablets. Oh gosh, I'm not joking, I couldn't stand myself. To the point that when I had one job, I'll tell you a quick story, to the point that it was so funny. I was care assistant in a dementia care home in one point of my life. And I was, of course, on these hormones and pills. And I was so easily irritated and itchy that inside me was like a volcano. I just couldn't, I wanted basically did it. And I was working with people. So, of course, I couldn't just be that way. And I was trying to breathe and calm myself down, but inside me it was just volcano. Or of course, like it was I had like I was bloated, or my boobs were aching and so on. And I remember I was taking herbal calming pills because I was scared of myself to go to this job and dealing with people. So, and things really started changing, like I was sharing before, when I started reconnecting with myself, healing and releasing the trapped emotions. And of course, also changing diets, big one as well. And everything was gone. Like I said, my period is just amazing. It's like a miracle compare what I went through. And also, very, very rarely now I have PMS like I used to have. And I have them now if I'm stressed. So stress, when I see that I have like a period that I'm stressed or don't eat enough green stuff, then I can feel like a few days before, like maybe some, my breast is more sensitive, or I'm a bit more itchy as well. So with PMS, there are many things you can help yourself. The thing is breast massage, which I'm going to cover this later on, because it's all about hormones, and breast massage will balance the hormones. There you can help yourself eating lots of green salads, and I'm not joking, this helped me a lot, or green juice, smoothies. And what helped me also, essential oils, using certain essential oils, doing massages as well. It helped me as well. But I cannot even stress enough, if you are having painful periods, I would really invite you to go deeper and actually start releasing these traumas from your mom, and trap emotion, or even also traumas on yourself. This was like a life changer for me. I've just realized that we carry so much traumas, not even ours, it's just really ancestral lines. This is was number one. If I would have again those painful period, I'll just do lots of healing on my womb and on the pelvic area. So then it's winter. This is where we don't really fancy having probably sex. And this is where is all the journey coming in, really allowing yourself to just go, to your bed and just listen maybe music and just be with yourself. You can maybe even journal and just really going within. There will be so much wisdom and truth revealed through this process, and also there'll be lots of blockages or traumas or pain revealed through this, because like I said, if our body is in pain, it's only when body is in pain, whatever it is, any part of your body, is actually shouting. It's like wants to tell you something. And having, like I said, these painful periods is most of the time because there are so many suppressed emotions, and we need to just get into touch with them and start releasing them, start talking to our body as well, and start listening our body, because our body will tell you everything. This is also where your intuition will also increase, and psychic abilities as well. This is a great time where you can start releasing old stuff and making space for new stuff. So when you're going to be in spring. It's also a good time to reconnect with other women who maybe bleed and actually feeling supported like it used to be. Basically, women were gathering together and supporting. And when we come together, there is collective wisdom, there is collective truth, and it's just so powerful and magical. And I want to share with you something as well. It's actually good to do some celebration of you being in period. So I give you just a few ideas, and I want you to be just creative with that. So you may actually start wearing certain stones, for example, certain jewelry in your period. For example, some women like actually to wearing red, or having one scarf that they are only using when they have period. And this is for them. I'm celebrating myself. I am celebrating that I am a woman. I am celebrating that, I am in this sacred cycle. And she's just celebrating by wearing certain clothes or scarf or jewelry or stones, crystal, and so on. It's amazing when we start honoring this. We're really getting that way into our power, with flow, with love, with acceptance, and also tapping into this beautiful wisdom which is forgotten. Now, the next things I want to share with you, you don't need to do this. I'm just sharing this as another tool how to reconnect with yourself. It's Yoni Egg. And Yoni is a secret place. And when I found out this, I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful, because it's actually our vagina. And again, how many negative things or beliefs we may have it from religion that is forbidden, don't even think about this, don't even go there, it's sin, even talk about this. There's so many beliefs about that as well. So women, and I can see over and over again when I'm doing sessions with women, they just don't want to even talk about that, which is actually our feminine part, because they feel that is like something shameful, or there is lots of guilt. Not even our guilt, is again our mom's guilt, our granny's guilt, and also the culture, isn't it? Some culture, they have very strong beliefs about, actually talking about vagina, or just, even women sometimes don't want to talk about this, because again, is being seen as a very sexual part of the body, nothing else, which is so not true. So just using a Yoni egg, this will definitely help you to bring your consciousness more up there. Because again, lots of women is like, oh, this part is only for period and it's for giving birth and nothing else. Okay, and then probably we have some duties to our men, and that's it, which is lots of stuff you see, and then we feel forced. We feel not tuned to this, that we sometimes don't want to have sex with our men. But again, there's lots of conditions that we feel forced that we have to do it because it's our duty as a wife, as a girlfriend, as a woman, and whatever. So Yoni Egg will help you to heal a lot. Like, it really helped me to open up and actually helped me to heal lots of traumas which I had as a child. So Yoni Egg is great for bringing the awareness down there, but it's also, and therefore helping you to awakening this feminine power in you. Will help you to heal any traumas, any trapped emotions. Also will help you to strengthen the muscles, the pelvic muscle, which is great. This is like any muscle, especially women after giving birth, or of course the older we become, the muscle are not that strong. So it's great to use muscle X to exercise those muscles. I actually was inspired using Yoni Egg by a woman who is in her 60s, and she's been using the Yoni Egg for over 20 years, and she told me she cannot see her life without Yoni Egg, basically. So she really inspired me on that point. That's why I'm sharing with you. And also it helps you to increase your sexuality, feeling more hot, basically, and wanting sex. Also will help you to maintain those the healthy reproductive organs. So now I'm gonna stop sharing. Everything is clear so far? I just want to ask before I just start demonstrating. Yeah? Okay, good. So I'm going to show with you my Yoni Egg and tell you more about this if you would like to start your journey with your Yoni Egg. There are different sizes. There are small, medium, and big one. Good to have actually different sizes because our body is changing constantly. As a cycle, we're changing constantly. So you will see when you start really tuning into that, you start seeing that one day you want to have big egg, another time you want something smaller. It depends where you are again, so your whole body is changing. So now, you can find them made from different crystals, but from my research and my practice, rose quartz and jade has been used for over 2,500. They are the main crystals. So I really trust them. Now I know that people are making the Yoni egg from different crystals, but from my research, you can do yours. They are like ancient, this is the ancient knowledge how the Chinese princesses wanted to keep their sexuality in good shape and ready for their prince. So they were using, this has come from them. They use rose quartz and they use the jade. So I would really recommend you, if you start this journey, start from those two crystals. And how you're gonna choose this? The best is to go to crystal shop and just see what calling you. You can actually use both, you can, and then again tuning into your body, what I need today. Is it this one or maybe jade, or which size I want? It's again about tuning and asking your body, and actually asking your yoni or pussy, however you call it. Peach, people are calling different ways. And so it's constant asking and listening. Also, the very important is where this come from. So get from the right place, because sometimes people are selling, especially online, crystal mixed with some chemicals or so on. So you really want to have pure crystal. Or of course you can get online, but make sure that have some like a certification that this is pure crystal, because of course you don't want to put anything in your body that is mixed with some funny stuff. Another things, you will find some eggs which they are with like a hole here. I don't know if you see on the camera. No, probably it's hard to see. Oh, I probably see now hole. So, and they are eggs without hole. So I use with hole. However, I'm not using this kind of string at all because I don't need it. But actually, when you go to the advanced practices with egg, then it's good to have with those holes, because and I will tell you how to do this exercise. Then actually it's nice to have holes, but generally I'm not using any string or anything. And if you buy this with hole, then you're just buying natural, not waxed dental flocks, and you just putting basically going through the egg and doing tight, and you're just putting the egg, inserting in your yoni that way, basically. So it's like tampon, basically the same as a tampon. And so a few things how you starting. It's because it's crystal have very lots of healing properties. That's why you will see whether you are reading, when you're choosing your egg, you're gonna read what kind of healing qualities have each crystal. Like for me, this was about love, opening for love, healing from my trauma. So it was all about opening in love. That's why I choose that one. So it's very important that you need to connect with your stone, because in order to help you to heal, you need to be connected with the stone. So it's not like just something and I'm putting in like we do with tampons or whatever. It is, you really need to connect with this. So when you get that, it's good to basically either put on your hands and meditate with it. So basically this crystal needs to absorb your energy and your intention as well. So it's whether you can hold in your hands and meditate, you can put under the pillow when you sleep, and you can just, so it's absorbing your energy. You can do small rituals, for example, have flowers around or candles around, and just basically do some chanting, oming, whatever you want. Be creative, whatever means for you to just actually tuning and connecting with your egg. So when you're then feeling connected with your egg, then before first time when you start inserting this in your yoni, start slowly, because again, it's all about tapping into feminine energy. And feminine energy is about listening, being receptive. It's about flow. It's about sitting, not forcing, not pushing, not proving. And we've been for centuries forced by men in many ways, not being asked, being penetrated. So we have a lot of that. So that's why Yoni Egg really helped me to start tapping into this feminine energy. It was like, no, I'm going to ask if my body wants that. I'm going to ask how I feel, how my Yoni feels. So imagine that I am lying, basically. It's good to do first time playing like calming music, and then you can lie on bed, for example, or like yoga mat or something, and just have your a bit legs up, your knees up, and then imagine that this is my yoni. Just put next to it for like 1 minute, and just allowing this flower to start opening. So the idea is that we start sipping in, through using our muscles inside, we start sipping in. So the egg is coming inside itself nearly, instead of like putting in, like I'm pushing and putting in. This is a very, very masculine way. So again, with this practice, we're reminding ourselves how to be feminine. No pushing, no inserting like with finger. It's just inviting, and the flowers start opening. It's like, oh yeah, I want this. You can also like maybe erose a bit this area so it's really wet and comes so naturally, like. And the same is when you're taking out. That's why it's a string, because lots of women, again, it depends on culture, it depends on those belief system. They are actually scared to putting anything into their vagina, and therefore, and there's also fear that they won't be able to take out. So that's why it was created with this hole, so you can just have this kind of string and just pull out from your pussy. It's like tampon. However, I'm telling you, I don't use anything. And again, it's all about birthing. So basically using your muscle, like you're going to toilet, you're just birthing out this stone, and that's it. At the beginning, of course, you can help yourself until you get better, but it's all about reminding ourselves we don't need to be pushed, we don't need to be pulled. We can birth out this egg as well. So when your yoni is ready, of course, before when you start actually inserting this egg, put some intention. So like I was very often putting intention about healing. So healing any shame, guilt, suppressed anger, blame, sadness, traumas. Sometimes I was just putting this, can you help me to release the traumas from that situation? Or can you help me to release my mother's traumas, my mother's pain? So I was putting some intentions then, and then I was, with this intention, I was sipping in the egg. And then you're wearing, like you tampon, basically you're just wearing for a few hours. And it's great because then you're just squeezing. You can squeeze every so often. And it's what is great, if you have especially work when you're sitting a lot, for example, you have office job, you're traveling a lot, you are actually working on laptop, actually so good that you can sit with your yoni egg, while you're doing your stuff, you can squeeze. So you're practicing, you're actually making your muscle much stronger. And it feels more secretive, it feels more sexy, like I have secret, I have something there. You can really play, and no one knows, so this also helps you be more playful and being more, maybe flirty, because you have secret, and when you actually squeeze this muscle, I'm telling you, it kind of erodes you, like really activate your body. It's like the energy really raise. And it's good because actually, the more we are tapped into our sacral chakra, which is all womb and the pelvis, this is where our power comes from. The intuition, the creativity, giving birth, not only to babies, giving birth to ourselves. So when we're having this egg and when we just squeezing, you actually feel the sexual energy and sensual energy coming through this area up. And you therefore feeling more energized, definitely, more maybe even giggly. So just try. So this way, through intuition, through intention, putting intention into your egg and asking for either healing, but also you can ask for joy, for opening for love, opening for being more bubbly, whatever intention you want, just putting into this egg and having this in mind, being conscious while you're wearing this. Is like, now I can feel like this egg now is absorbing all the shame, the pain, or helping me my flower to open, helping me the sacral chakra to open, and being more in connection with my sacral chakra. And therefore I have more ideas, I'm more alive, I feel more feminine, I feel more in life in myself, I feel more in life in people. It's just you definitely feel it the more you're really activating this sacred place, basically. And also sexuality or sensuality, there's lots of old beliefs and old agreements, again, from history, land, religion beliefs, what our, how we were brought up, that there's lots of guilt that, women shouldn't feel sexual or sensual, but we are. This is our part. This is who we are. We are sensual. But for centuries, we had to suppress that, or even still some cultures suppress that. There's no way you can express yourself in that way. So again, the more you are saying, yeah, I can be sensual, I can be sexual, I am actually, the more, again, you're activating all your energy. And from this part is going all up, where also is balancing your hormones. That's why the more I was into that, and the more I was listening to my body and healing, the more I was opening up, and the more I was seeing all these old agreements, like, gosh, from like centuries, and which is no longer relevant. We're living in a different, area, so it's, you can heal a lot through the awareness and bringing consciousness down there and actually empowering yourself. It's all right. So this is about Yoni Egg. So if you have any questions, please feel free to connect with me. Exercises, one more thing. So when I was telling you squeezing, so this is the first stage. This is the when you are beginner. Just squeezing, basically nothing else. Second level, if you want to like upgrade. Actually, imagine this is inside your vagina. Now you're bringing the consciousness to this egg inside you, and now you're saying, I want to use the top muscle to squeeze just the top of the egg. So you're just trying to squeeze, just imagine only that muscle. And then I said, okay, I want to now squeeze the bottom, using the bottom muscle, that they're gonna squeeze this part of egg, or in the middle as well. It's super, like not easy, but it's all about having fun, not putting yourself down. It's just keep exercising. It's like there are like any muscle needs to be exercised to be better and better. And this is advanced, what I'm gonna say, but you need string. So basically imagine that you have string now, and this is in my vagina again, and this is, hanging the string. So what you're doing, you're pulling the string, and then you using your muscle to hold, so not allowing this come up. So you just pull, hold, pull, hold, pull, hold. So you're just basically pulling, not allowing, even though I am doing like pull, proper pull, you're not allowing the egg come out. And this is like advanced. So you really already first need to squeezing, doing this first 2 exercises before you can do the other one, because otherwise your muscles are not strong enough, and you're just gonna pull the egg and you might crush it. So this is the advanced practice. One more thing I want to say, because it happened to me twice. So when you use first time your egg, and when you go to toilet, when your muscles are not strong enough or not used to hold that, because again, it's all about being used to that. Actually, the egg come out in the toilet when I was peeing, basically, because of course the muscles are weak. When I'm peeing, there's like, this come up. So it's all right, it's normal, especially for when you're starting, when you never had this in your pussy. It happened to me twice. So then I knew, hold it. You can pee and hold it, which is great exercises again. So basically, I'm just putting up there. Don't be scared. It's all right. It's normal. It's all about practice, nothing else. How this sounds? All okay? All clear? Okay, awesome. So now I'm gonna share screen again. So we finish here. is this not moving? Oh, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna share again. Okay, I'm just gonna check my microphone. I'm gonna share again. Okay. Now we finish here. Now, magical breast, another taboo subject, which is so powerful to tap into our breast for many reasons. Again, this is taboo subject. Lots of, again, women are shamed, blamed, or they feel guilty that they have too small, or they feel shameful that whatever size they have, they don't feel happy with their breasts. And I saw this very, very often, that women again resist or reject their breasts. And here is about raising your awareness how important it is to actually reconnect with your breast. First of all, when you really breast is all about nurturing and love. Why one of the reasons why there are so many breast cancer at this moment, like it's increasing, is because, like I said, we are disconnected, but it's also because we kind of are so much in masculine energy, competing, pushing, like not being in the cycle, eating, of course, not healthy, being stressed. Where is the nurturing energy? Where is the self-love, acceptance? Where is just even stop and feeling who I am and tapping into our souls? And I'm gonna share one story. I had one client. She came a bit too late. She just came. We had this session on her, and I immediately knew that basically it's lots of self-hatred. She just basically was hating herself for whole her life, and therefore no wonder she was attracting very toxic relationship, very abusive relationship. One of the things what she was constantly saying to herself was, I hate my boobs. I hate my boobs because they are small. To that point that she got breast cancer. So I want to just bring, it's not about scaring anyone, but the power of words is, this is huge. So I'm encouraging you to actually empowering you to start loving every part of your body and saying, I love you instead of I hate you, because we then manifesting different illnesses. So that's why I put this about the breast, because I see when I work with women, I see that lots of women have traumas or suppressed emotions from their childhood or teenagehood. So this is where actually breasts started growing, and we were, people were laughing at us, or we were like covering and protecting ourselves. And this was my journey as well. When I was like, I don't know, between 15 to 18, I was covering myself as well. I was wearing very big clothes, like t-shirts, to just like, covering myself, not showing that I am a woman at all, or because of course my story was I wasn't feeling safe. And this is one thing, but lots of women are, when they have especially bigger breasts, they feel like they need, like I can even see the posture, how they do like that, because they want to have automatically smaller posture. And then instead of like, I am woman, I am so beautiful, look at my breast, it's amazing, they actually, you can see whole body language is like that, because they want to basically hide. So you see in many different ways how we are doing, how this is our protective mechanism, or like I was basically not feeling safe for many reasons. That's why I was as well wearing this baggy t-shirts, or we doing many different ways, hating ourselves, so we do this, like lots of women does this, a lot. So here is about inspiring you start loving and tapping into your breast, Because breast actually is very connected with your vagina. It's like imagine that your nipples are like chakras. There's like energy field here, itself, just in nipples. And also when our breasts arouse and massage, actually they really help us to balance the hormones. So if you have bad PMS, this is one of the things you can do, actually massaging your breast. Because you're gonna be aroused, certain hormones are produced, and we activating certain glands in our body, which they help us to balance hormones, which is so crucial for us, because that's why we have the swing moods, we feeling depressed, we feeling lost, and so on. It's all about, because of course if we are disconnected and we know, and there's lots of self-hatred, it can be only that way. So it's all about, I'm inviting you to do a breast massage, and it's so easy because you can do it under the shower, in bath, in bed. It takes 2-3 minutes and no more. And also the question, like I said, I just put some question which often you can hear from many women, like how they were either traumatized when they were like younger, in their teens, and also how you feeling now about your breast when your partner is touching. Do you feel like, come on, I'm open here, my lovely boobs, or you just like, oh, they're not nice, one is bigger, one is this, and we do this all the time, or maybe they are too saggy, or maybe that, and we have so many stories about that. So I am encouraging you and inviting you to just fully embrace your breast and start tapping. And actually I do this on like when I have sessions with women, when we do channeling, you can actually tap in any part of your body and start channeling your body, and your body will tell you exactly through channeling what is going on. And you can actually tap into, like when you hold your breast, you can really tap into your breast and start channeling what they are telling you. And you can even feel which one is more chatty and which one is like more quieter. So you can even really feel like, oh, this one is like, I'm here, and he's like, I'm gonna be like that, So you can truly like tap into your body. The same is with womb, and we're gonna do this healing today as well. So so breast massage, like I said, is stimulating all these meridians. We have like hundreds, thousands of meridians in our whole body. And really, this is like a flow of love, because breast is all about nurturing. So when somebody gets breast cancer, for me, first question is she loving herself? It depends on her which side. Left is all about feminine, so about even herself, maybe not resolve conflict with mother or sister. Right is more about men. But generally, breast is about self-love, about nurturing. So, every illness is not just showing like that. It's happening because they are suppressed stuff, traumas, or our belief system, and so on. So let's love our breast. Again, when we are massaging our breast, like I said, it's what is good, and I'm going to demonstrate you. It's really helping you to tap into your sensuality and sexuality, because it's so connected with different glands. It's like pineal glands, it's your womb, goes even down to legs. So it really adrenaline as well, glands, and in your liver. So it's so connected. So the more we massaging, the more we feel good. We're healing. Basically, we're simply healing. We're balancing everything. We feel happier. We have more energy. Right. So I think that's it. I'm going to stop sharing now. And I'm just going to quickly demonstrate how to do it. So it's so good to first reconnect with your sensuality and sexuality. So it's like bringing consciousness in your womb, basically. You can put your hands in that shape as well. And it's all about, you can sit cross legs on yoga mat or on bed. It's so easy. Or if you are in bath as well. And it's just bringing consciousness into your womb. And maybe you can have your hands like that. Take your deep breath, but when you're taking your breath, take in there. So it's basically you breathing into your womb, you breathing into your sacral chakra. So you start awakening this place, activating this place. And when it's awakened, you can feel now the energy is coming in, like the energy is coming into your breast. And it's actually even good to, when you actually sitting and meditating, you can actually even play, I'm gonna now breathing through my left breast. So like, and, or right. So it's all about bringing consciousness to your breast, and you can breathe that way and using different part of your body. You can do the same with your yoni. So when I'm meditating and breathing, I can breathe in through my yoni. So I can breathe in and even, you know, like contracting the muscles and taking the energy in and the air in and out. So again, you bringing the consciousness down there, and also you activating your sensuality, your feminine energy. You start being really connected with yourself on that level. It's a very spiritual ritual, basically doing that. So massage. So I'm inviting you, when you of course bring the energy, sensuality in your breast, then it's very easy to do it. You can easily do just around your nipples. You can just do that way. You can do bigger that way. You can do that way. And every time when you're changing, every move activating different glands. So basically then you are balancing hormones in a different part of your body. This is how powerful it is to do the breast massage. And keep you younger, keep you much happier, because we actually healing ourselves. We actually being more in connection with our body, and we actually, you're gonna feel more, you're gonna be more intuitive what needs to be shifted or not, or maybe even old belief, or maybe old stuff is gonna come out, which is powerful, because we want to make more and more space for something new, and keep rebirthing ourselves. Another things which I want to share is rituals. The truth is we've lost that. But long time ago, women were gathering together and they were doing different rituals. They were oming, they were singing around the fire, or they were even doing rituals by themselves at home, like having place, sacred place for having like flowers, maybe some picture, maybe candles on, and they were just doing small rituals. It's good to actually do even with your egg, because it's like your sacred, you know, item. This is when the moment you connect with it, it's like it's part of you. Like, so it's good to actually have flowers around, or like nice place that you can keep it. So I'm inviting you to do some rituals. You know, with breast, for example, you can take coconut oil or almond oil or any oil, and just a bit of one drop of essential oil, like rose, for example, which is about love, or lavender, whatever, and just keep massaging your breast, you know, with nice music. So be creative how you can make time for yourself, and honoring your body, honoring yourself, and keep tuning where you are in life, where you are as a person, and where you are in relationship, and what you need on soul level, what you need on heart level, not just here in your mind, that our mind is telling you we need to do this, that, and pushing more, and you need to achieve another goal. It's really tapping into your soul level, and tapping into yourself on heart level. This is the power we to just embrace, basically. So that's it from sharing, and then we're gonna go to a bit more healing and meditation. Have you got any questions? No? Okay. So now let's do a bit of healing. I'm gonna explain how it works. I'm gonna use Theta Healing, and I'm gonna give downloads. So in Theta Healing downloads, it means it's like giving you new definition of things, or new way of living. This is the easier way. How would I put basically in words? So, you know, we all have those programs, however you call, limiting beliefs, all agreements from centuries. And it's all about, for example, lots of people who, for example, had abusive childhood, or they saw parents arguing. They may have believed that love is controlling, or love is pain. So this is belief like from our human experience. But when you really tap into the source, this is not true. Love is kind. Love is transparent. Love is compassionate. Love is just so pure. So through downloads, I am giving you the definition which are coming from the source, which is the pure definition, not the twisted definition because what's happened to us or what's happened to our ancestors or mothers and so on. So because this is energy healing, you have your free will. So I'm only guiding, I'm only sending the energy. However, it's up to you if you want that or not. So because you have free will here, we know we are all spirits in human body with human experiences, and I am just guiding. So every time when you listen me, you're gonna hear something like this. Can we teach you creator definition of love, for example? So I'm using creator as a source or universe or however you call spirit, God, people using different ways. I'm calling creator. So you have to say yes, whether out loud or at least in your mind, but you need to be conscious about that. Says, yeah, I want that. I want this new program, because there is a power when you say consciously yes to something, energetically and on many ways. So it's very important that this makes sense. So you're gonna hear me, can we teach you this? Can we teach you that? And you just basically either in your mind or out loud, you need to say yes. So you're gonna feel, some people who are sensitive, they feel the energy coming down and they feel either on their palms, some people feel on the crown chakra, some people feel around the body. Some people don't feel anything, and it's all fine. You will feel shift, but very important is you need to be open for this work because it's energy work. So it's not something that you see. You're gonna feel this, but you're very important. You need to be open. I want that. I want to receive, and I see always in sessions when the more people are open, the more like they are shifting quicker because they are ready. It's just coming through them, and it's shifting them. So that's why I'm inviting you, be open and just open for this energy coming down and the new downloads, a new way of being and thinking and living. Yes, that's it what I'm gonna say. So can I have so I'm gonna ask you, because again in energy healing I cannot do anything without your permission, so can I connect with you energetically? So just say okay, brilliant. So now let's first ground, because the more we grounded, the more we're gonna be connected as well with ourselves, with Mother Earth, but also we're gonna more allowing this energy come through us. So I want you now take 10 breaths, and we're gonna take breath through mouth and breathing out through nose. So breath in through mouth and breathe out through nose. Mouth and breathe out. Mouth and nose. 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 And last time we take the breath in and hold the air in. Mouth, hold the air in and breathe out. Beautiful. And let's also connect with Mother Earth. Her energy is so powerful. So imagine that you're growing roots from your feet down to Mother Earth, to her heart. So we're growing roots down, 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 deep, deep, deep to Mother Earth, until we connect with her heart. And we are asking her for support on this session, on this call, for whoever is going to watch this and whoever is participating. We ask you for support, for shift, for release, for whatever needs to be done. And you may feel her energy is going up through these roots to your feet, to your knees, to your hips, to your chest, to your shoulders, to your head. And she's putting blanket on you, blanket of love, blanket of safety, so you can feel safe here. Blanket of receiving. Blanket of release. So you can just now drop and relax and just receive. So let's first imagine golden light of love coming down from Creator, from the universe. And this golden light of love is going through all the chakras. We're going to open up all the chakras. So it's going through first crown chakra. And the golden light of love is going through your third eye chakra, between your eyebrows. And while you are there, I want you to really see yourself through third eye chakra. See yourself in the future, in the next few months. How you're embracing this feminine energy. How you're releasing all the traumas. How you're releasing all the suppressed emotions. How you're really stepping into your greatness. How you're feeling confident and feeling like a goddess. Knowing who she is, knowing what she wants. But at the same time, she can drop, relax, allow things coming to her. Beautiful. And we're just releasing, I also feel here, let's release all the ancestral line beliefs that I need to work hard, I need to be strong, I need to prove that I am strong. Let's release this. So I want you to imagine now that all the chains and cords are burned with by the violet flame. The violet flame is so powerful that it's burning all the chains and cords. So we want to be connected with our ancestral wisdom, because thanks to them we are here right now. But not necessarily we want to carry on all the old belief system like feminine energy is weak. To feel strong, I need to embrace masculine energy. We don't need that, because we are really powerful when we are in our feminine energy. And actually we need both energies. So let's release any old beliefs that feminine energy is weak, that we can only feel strong when we're embracing more masculine energy. Let's also release all the self-hatred, that there is maybe feeling guilt that if we're gonna love ourselves unconditionally, then we're gonna be maybe perceived as arrogant, or who the hell she is. All these stories, let's release this. Let's burn the chains and cords, the old belief system, and the purple flame is just helping us with that. See the purple flame around you and burning all these chains and cords. Beautiful. Let's take this beautiful golden light of love to your throat. So I can see there's lots of beliefs where women were not in, they couldn't speak basically their truth. So I want you to really feel that you're releasing these beliefs that I cannot speak my truth. I cannot speak, what is in my heart, because maybe I will be punished, or I'm not safe, or I'll be judged. Let's release this. This is very old, very old. And let's teach your ancestral lines that you are safe to speak your truth. You are safe to show your creativity. You are safe to show who you truly are on soul level. We are teaching you that. Just absorb that. Beautiful. And now let's go to heart. To bring this golden light of love to your heart, to your chest. And whatever is there, any sorrow, pain, not feeling good enough, grief, Not only grief after, when somebody died, we can grieve after our old friends or that we've lost something. We can grieve in so many ways. I want you to breathe out, literally breathe out all this dense energy. Just breathe out all of it. Let's make space for harmony, for love, and for creativity, for our beautiful feminine energy, and for shining our light. And I'm gonna give you more downloads now, like really now, quite few downloads, and I want you to say in your mind or out loud yes to that. So you just basically are allowing the energy comes down on you. Can we teach you how it feels to feel, to dance with the changes in your body, how to embrace the changing rhymes of your body and dance with that, and dance with the rhyme of the moon and season and your menstrual season? Can we teach you that? And can we teach you to honor all the women who were before, and honor all the lineage, and honor all the female gifts and talents, and just being grateful for this, and really tap into your inner wisdom and tap into your lineage wisdom and lineage gifts and talents, and fully embrace them. And we want to teach you to live your daily life from that place. And we want to teach you how to embrace and how it feels to embrace when your body is changing shape throughout your sacred cycle. And we want to also teach you to actually that you are pregnant with ideas, inspirations, and creations. Embrace that. And we want to teach you that your blood is sacred. And we're releasing any stories, any belief system where, women were shamed, or where they were put guilt that they are dirty because they had periods. So we want to release that. At the same time, we want to teach you that your blood is sacred. And we will also want to teach you to honor the death and rebirth the cycle within you. And we also want to teach you how to create the sacred time just for yourself and honoring yourself on soul level. And we want to teach you that your body is your temple. And we want to teach you how it feels to feel communicating with the nature, like a Mother Earth, but also the planetary, and also your own cycle, your own, how you communicating with your own body. And we are again teaching you that you are safe to speak your truth. You are safe to be in your feminine energy. And we are teaching you it's okay to feel sensual and sexual, and feeling the life energy coming through your body and feeling beautiful with these sensations. We're teaching you how it feels and how to tap into on a daily basis. And we want to teach you that your breast is sacred. And we're releasing any stories about breast, whether you've taken from your childhood or teenagehood or from your ancestor line, mother, granny, and so on. We're just releasing all the stories, all the beliefs where they are stopping you to reconnect with your breast and loving your breast, and teaching you how is the sacred and how beautiful it is, And it's a magical, because when we tapping into our breath, it's a magic. Magic is happening. We are happier, we are radiant. And I also want to teach you about boundaries. That being feminine, it doesn't mean that you are weak. When we are in feminine energy, we have very strong boundaries, because we are loving ourselves so much that it's easy to say no and feel good about saying no. So we're releasing any programs where we feel bad to say no, where we've been conditioned that we should be always pleasing people and saying always yes, even though we're not feeling that. And we now having new way of doing that. We're just loving ourselves and we're choosing ourselves, because when we're doing this, everyone benefits. We are happier, and with happy and loving energy, we are transmuting this to the world. We're healing not only us, but we're healing every person in this planet. So it's all right to say no. And we want to teach you, or first we want to release any beliefs and system programs where you felt guilty when you asked for something what you wanted, or when your needs were not met, or you were even feeling guilty when you were actually thinking about something, and there was maybe shame that maybe you are needy or desperate, or maybe you are just thinking about yourself. So we're just releasing that, and we are teaching you that you can communicate your needs, and you are safe communicating your needs, because this is the power. And we're also teaching you the power of being vulnerable with others, that this is the strength the goddess can embrace. And we're inviting you to embrace it, because this is where the again power coming from, because then we are vulnerable, we are open, but at the same time we have beautiful boundaries. We are connected with ourselves. And I also want to teach you creator definition of love. So you know how it feels on soul level, what truly love is, from the creator point of view, from the source point of view, and really falling in love in yourself 100%, unconditionally, falling in love in life, falling in love in people, and just living your life from the place of love and acceptance. And now let's do a bit of womb healing. I want you to put your hands on your womb now and truly take a moment and really connect with your womb. Like, ask her, how is she? Maybe ask her name. Don't give her name, just ask her for name. If you can't hear now, it's all right. It's all about practicing and tuning. It's perfect. Wherever you are, it's all okay. Just really reconnect with your womb and just see where she is. Is she closed? Is she open? Is she happy? Is she sad? Does she wants to maybe connect with you more? Because womb is like our second heart. So we actually, women have two hearts. One heart is our heart, and second heart is our womb. Because this is where the creation comes from. This is where we're giving birth to ourselves, to children, to ideas, to projects. This is where is everything coming from there. The intuition comes from there as well. So now I really want you to imagine either golden thread or golden bridge between your womb and heart. And now we're teaching them how it feels to feel connected, how it is to creating this connection, heart and womb. Because for centuries they've been disconnected. So we're teaching them, creating this bridge, which is really connecting those two places. And I want you to open your heart. And whatever color you see, it's perfect. I want you to see the color of love. And send the energy of love from your heart straight to your womb. And just see how she's receiving. Is she open for receiving? Or is this something new for her? Just see how she's feeling with receiving so much love now. Maybe she's got like open arms and saying, oh my God, I want more of it. And now I want the womb sending love energy to your heart. Whatever color you see, it's perfect. So see the womb sending beautiful energy to your heart. So now they've learned how to communicate with each other. They are now connected. And I want you to take this to your daily life. And every day, maybe when you're cooking, maybe when you are waking up, you can always put one hand on your heart, another hand on your womb, and just do this exactly what we've done now. Just send the energy, love energy from your heart to your womb and from your womb to your heart and say hello. Just be conscious about this connection. It's a very sacred connection. And ask for guidance, absolutely, especially when you are on crossroad or you just feeling stuck or anything, or you asking for ideas, maybe you're asking for help and guidance. Gosh, they are the best teachers for you. Just really tap into that and listen. Ask and listen. Beautiful. And the last thing what we're gonna do, I want you to imagine bubble. Whatever bubble you see, whatever color and whatever shape you see, I want you to see the bubble in front of you. And I want you to tap into your womb, tap into your ovaries, tap into your yoni or vagina, and take everything from there, what is you feeling that is blocking you. Maybe some shame, maybe ex-partner's energy, maybe anger, suppressed anger or sadness, maybe even your mom's suppressed energy. When you really tap into your subconscious, the subconscious of your womb will tell you exactly what is there. So just stay for a moment there and see what the feelings are there and put anything in the bubble so we can just release this forever and make space for creation, for some psychic abilities, maybe for ideas, maybe for love, maybe opening for flow in your life and feminine energy. So just I want you to put whatever is coming up, put everything in the bubble so we will release that. What emotions are there? Maybe not, they are not even yours. Maybe your granny. Maybe there are some traumas. Maybe some suppression, control, not feeling good enough. Whatever it is, I want you to put in the bubble now. And let's release this. Imagine that this bubble is going up and up and up to the light, to the love. And it's bursting. It's just gone. So we're just making space for love, for openness, for harmony, for balance, for rebirthing ourselves and stepping into our greatness, stepping into our power, and becoming the best version of ourselves every single day. We're opening for self-love. We're opening for self-acceptance. We're opening for who we truly are. We're also opening for embracing our flaws, our shadows. They are part of us, and it's okay. They are great teachers. So we're embracing this as well, and we're loving this as well. Let's take the last breath in and breath out. And I am just disconnecting from your energy field. And you may open your eyes and come back to the room. So you may also unmute if you want and share your experience if you wish. If not, it's all right as well. Or I can unmute you. Okay, I'm unmuting you. Is that all right? I've just unmuted you.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
Hi. Thank you. So informative. And this energy field is definitely present. I don't know if it's because I was totally open to what you were doing, but could really feel it. The connection between the heart and the womb is new. It's good. I loved it. Thank you so much.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions, please reach out. And yeah, thank you for being here. And that's it from me for now. So sending lots of love, and I hope to see you soon.